Kia ora in today's headlines. 100 days after the protest began, tents have come down at Occupy Auckland campsites. The City Council called in police as protesters were served notice to remove illegal structures from Artia Square, Victoria Park, Albert Park and Queen Street. Protesters tried to block the removal of camping gear, and one told Rhema News that he planned to stay put.
Eviction notice doesn't mean anything. It's superseded by the Bill of Rights. I'm going to stay here. This is our point of battle. It's woken up a lot of people to inequalities in society, like the food bill.
The council says people do have a right to freedom of speech and protest, but not the right to camp indefinitely. CEO Doug Mackay says the council's action was governed by local bylaws to return the areas to the public.
This is not an action to prevent protest or to seek the removal of the people themselves. This is about removing the physical gear, the infrastructure, the camping equipment and so on off a public place.
A North Shore judge has reserved his decision over whether to grant bail for internet kingpin Kim.com. The 37-year-old German national was arrested in Auckland in a joint operation with American FBI for copyright infringement and internet piracy. Lawyers for the US government are opposing bail, labeling .com a flight risk and likely to continue illegal trading. Police are waiting until all next of kin have been notified before releasing the names of two plane crash victims. The two men were killed in an explosive light plane crash near Fielding and are described as well-known Manawatu identities. Police say they'll be conducting an inquiry alongside the Civil Aviation Authority. 3 separate dog attacks on children over the past week has led to a call for an education campaign. The New Zealand Kennel Club believes people are to blame for the dog attacks. President Owen Darn says, as with other hazards, children need to be educated about dogs. Around 6,000 Christchurch Red Zone homeowners are set to receive government funding for hazardous household waste disposal. The government will provide over $500,000 from its Waste Minimisation Fund. Environment Minister Nick Smith says it's important that materials such as cleaning products, paint, LPG and garden sprays are disposed of safely. Now a quick look at international news. Fighting has erupted between Syrian forces and army defectors in a suburb of the tightly held capital of Damascus. It comes as the Arab League is extending an observer's mission that so far has failed to end long months of bloody violence in Syria. The American politician who survived being shot in the head is resigning from Congress to concentrate on her recovery. Democrat Gabrielle Giffords was the victim of an assassination attempt at a meeting with constituents just over a year ago. And there are reports of serious flooding in Fiji as rivers burst their banks. Website Fiji Live reports that Bar Town is flooded following a tropical rainstorm, and the town of Nandi is also under threat. The death toll from the Costa Concordia shipwreck has risen to 13 after divers found the body of an unidentified woman in the stern of the capsized cruise ship. Officials have so far identified 8 bodies and 23 people are listed as still missing. Well, those are the headlines. You can keep up with the news on our website at rhema.co.nz. For now, from the RBG News Centre, Pomare.